Most of you aren't subscribed. Make sure to rev the subscribe button as it helps out the channel. Without further ado, upon entering the half-darkened room, the future devil steps out into the light. Revealing its tree-like form, it gleefully announces that the future rules, repeating it in an attempt to get Aki to join in. Brushing off the future devil's happiness, Aki demands to form a contract with the future devil, saddening the devil. The devil asks to determine Aki's future first, before asking for something, in return for lending Aki its strength. Asking Aki to stick his head into the devil's gut, Aki is at first reluctant, but eventually gives in. With Aki's entire head planted inside the devil, it begins to dance in joy, whilst reading Aki's future. Once the reading is complete, the future devil demands to live in Aki's right eye, in exchange for his power. Shocked at such a great deal, Aki is suspicious, only to have the future devil reveal Aki's death will be a spectacular one. As the future devil attempts to explain Aki's death, Aki cuts it off, declaring that he doesn't care how he'll die, as all he cares about is gaining strength from the future devil. Elsewhere, we see Power and Denji completely worn out, having trained with Kishibe. Changing their training session back to once a week, Kishibe reminds the two to keep a cool head when fighting, along with keeping track of what's available during combat, as it may give them an advantage. Additionally, the type of training they'll be doing next will be real-world experience, as Kishibe and the whole of Aki's unit intend on raiding and capturing Sawatari and the Katanaman. Knowing that if the mission is a failure, Kishibe reveals to the two that he'll have to kill Power and Denji for real, but Denji reassures him that they've both grown stronger. That night, although he doesn't care about the people he trains, he utters that he's grown attached to the two, not wanting to see them die. Additionally, Kishibe calls out Makima, knowing she knew about the planned attack that killed several of Makima's underlings. Mentioning that she was also a victim, Kishibe ignores her words, as he doesn't care what Makima is hiding, but he only cares that she is fighting for humanity. Replying that she is, the scene ends with Kishibe calling out Makima for being a liar. The next day, we cut to Sawatari and the Katanaman, scheming. Knowing that there is nowhere really to hide, they all are anticipating an attack from the Devil Hunters, but have several weapons, including some zombies, that the Katanaman's granddad left behind. It's revealed that humans can become zombies if they're bitten by a pre-existing zombie. Elsewhere, Tendo and Kuros drive Aki to his next destination. Passing time, Kuros reveals that he and Tendo both became devil hunters as well, because of the gun devil, but never planned on taking it on. But looking at Aki, Kuros gets pissed off, knowing Aki is claiming to be the one who'll take it down, but he wasn't able to even kill the Katana Man. Replying to such a fact, Aki admits that he knows he's weak, but he really has no other option, as sitting around and doing nothing would be a waste. As Kuros and Tendo drop Aki off at the agency, Kuros adds that although he hates Aki, he is still cheering him on, which Aki appreciates. Following Makima, we see her talking to another leader of the Yakuza, whilst surrounded by his henchmen. Thanking him for his time, Makima learns that several members in the Yakuza wanting names of every person contracted with the gun devil. The boss agrees to help Makima, but when she demands to know the names of everyone related to the individuals that are contracted with the gun devil, the boss becomes reluctant. Lecturing Makima on the need for guns in the Yakuza, he mentions how the Soviets and China are in fear of what the Yakuza is capable of when it comes to devil hunting, hence they are considered necessary evil. Blowing a puff of smoke into Makima's face, she reaches for a bag, which the boss mistakes for a bribe. Makima reassures him that it's something greater, revealed to be the eyes of everyone related to the Yakuza. Shocked, Makima reveals that the eyes can be restored once she's given names. One of the henchmen attempts to attack Makima, but she's able to easily subdue him, with a simple glare. Turning back to the frightened boss, she states that they've been using the excuse of a necessary evil to cover up their criminal acts. With the raid almost commencing on Sawatari and the Katanaman, we see Power and Denji excited, whilst Kobani is still anxious. Meeting up with Aki, the four are instructed to head in, searching for the enemy. In the meantime, Kishibe warns other policemen to be wary of not the enemies, but the fiends working for Makima. Engaging the undeads in the enemy's hideout, we're introduced to new agents. The Shark Fiend, able to permeate through solid objects and transform parts of his body into a shark. The Violence Fiend, someone with immense physical strength, hence is required to wear a poison-dispensing mask, in order to weaken him. Spider Devil, who normally takes the form of a human, but can easily reveal its true form, able to scatter around and deal fatal strikes. Finally the Angel Devil, who's quite peculiar, but is asking Aki for a handkerchief. The Angel Devil is surprised at Aki getting so close to him, but is reassured as his life-shortening effect won't work if there's an object between contact. Using his wings to protect Aki from oncoming bullets, Aki orders for Denji and Power to follow him elsewhere, in search of Sawatari and the Katanaman, whilst the fiends take care of these zombies. Splitting up, Aki searches the higher floors, walking down a blood-covered hallway. Easily exterminating a gunman, Aki is faced with several other men, only to observe each and every one of them dropping dead in front of him, possibly something to do with Makima. Continuing his way up, Aki finds Sawatari, but before he's able to ask her to surrender, she gives another of her fingernails, in order to have her snake devil summon the ghost devil. With Sawatari now controlling the ghost devil, she forces it to fight Aki. Meeting the ghost devil's arms head-on, Aki is able to fend off the creature's several strikes, severing each of its hands. With the future devil giving Aki foresight into the future, Aki is eventually overwhelmed with the tens of arms reaching towards him. Completely helpless, Sawatari demands the ghost devil choke him, which Aki is powerless to fight against. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like and